guys, welcome back to another episode of DJ's Garage. On this episode, we got that other room out of there and started cleaning stuff up. Got a pretty good stack of lumber starting up again after my cousin come up for Thanksgiving, and he took quite a bit home with him, which is fantastic because I have way more than what I know what to do with. We're not even halfway back on this side, and there's a double ceiling here. So that was the original ceiling up here, and then they put a false ceiling underneath of it to drop the height. So those are both 2x10s. Getting that ceiling out of there is going to be a bit of a bear, just because it's a double ceiling. So it's twice the work getting that out of there. And obviously the tile is still on the floor. I'm just gonna leave the tile. I don't need it out of here. I mean, I can still pull a vehicle on top of tile, run a creeper over top of it without any issues. And then started clearing this room out. If you remember, it was completely full of wood. Just a little bit left right there and a little bit back there in the back. And then obviously all of this still back here. I got the power turned off back here for now. I'll probably kick it back on tomorrow, but still got all these chandeliers up here I need to take out of here. But yeah, tomorrow I'll probably get this room completely cleaned up so I can start gutting it. I want to get these boards stacked up somewhere out of the way, and then start on this massive pile of trash. Now that's all just like really broken pieces of wood and junk insulation and just trash from working on gutting this place. Like all this old really nasty looking insulation, that's what most of these bags are, is just nasty junk insulation. Well, you see just dirt and dust and collective stuff from gutting and cleaning and gutting and cleaning this whole place up. But yeah, I'm hoping tomorrow to get that room right there, get it cleared out, and start working on getting all this stuff cleaned up and out of here. And then I need to get up there and move all that insulation all the way to the back, because that back room that's completely full of insulation, I also need to get all that insulation out of there and get it up there and start cleaning up some 2x4s and running 2x4s across here, and then hanging my ceiling up. But yeah, I started getting my tools organized and getting stuff cleaned up over here. Cleaned this whole wall up. Got a wood stove. I'm gonna get it piped up and plumbed in for that's going to be my main source of heat, really, is this big wood stove. Just because it's going to be a lot cheaper to heat this place that way than using that. But I will do both if need be. All right, and then over here, got all that cleaned up, and well, this side over here's been clean. But yeah, we're getting close to halfway. After we get this next room out, then I think that'll put us at halfway gutted, and that'll put us almost directly in line with the start of the stage there. And yeah, after that room's gone, I want to get that stage out of here so I can back my camper up a little bit farther, which would give me quite a bit more room coming in and out of this door right here. Then once I get this side completely gutted and down, I want to move my camper over to this side. That way I can just pull stuff straight in. I don't have to worry about getting around there and coming in the door and then maneuvering everything over to this side, which really, if you're just putting a vehicle in here, it's not bad at all. Alright, so picking up where I left off, it'd be pretty easy to just pull a vehicle itself straight in and over. Obviously, since the last video, I've done some cleaning and tore that stage out of there. Stacked all the lumber from the stage up. There's still a pile of trash that I need to finish sweeping up and putting in that bag right there. I tell you, moving that piano, that was not fun. It doesn't look like much, but I swear that thing weighs hundreds of pounds. Like, it is ridiculously heavy for something that small. But yeah, ripped the stage out, and it had this stupid floor underneath of it. Golly, man, I can't get rid of that stuff. Every time I tear something up, there's another floor underneath of it. Every single time. And then obviously right here in the hallway, tearing up the carpet, there's tile under that, and then underneath of that tile is more tile. Like, it's never ending. It's like there's a floor under a floor under a floor under a floor in here. It's ridiculous. I want concrete. So obviously I backed the camper up like I said I was gonna do, just to give more room. Look at that beast. Look at that beast. But just to give more room coming through the door. So now obviously that's a long wheelbase quad cab Dodge. It's I don't know, it's probably 20 feet long, I'd say, roughly. 8-foot bed plus another, I don't know, probably 20 feet. I don't know. Anyway, yeah, so got my truck in here, and then there's still a pretty decent gap. That's probably 4 or 5 feet right there between the camper and the trailer, or in the truck. And the camper is 31 feet, and there's still, I don't know, 3 feet back here. But I haven't pulled up this tack strip right here yet, so I didn't want to go any farther back, take a chance in popping my camper tires. So that's as far as she's going to go for now. Obviously you guys saw the wood stove. Then moved all this stuff over here to give a little bit more room out here. And all of that's still the same back there. But yeah, I stripped all that ducting and stacked it all up in this room. This will be the next room to go, so I got to get this room cleaned out here soon, probably in the next couple of days or weeks or whatever. Get this room cleared out and get it ready to gut. The kitchen, there's still really not a whole lot in the kitchen. Like, it seems really messy right now just looking at it, but there's really nothing in there. So that room won't take much. And then I started stacking everything in this back room, because I figure we fill this room up with everything that's being gutted from this way back. And by the time we get to that back room, we should have enough stuff accumulated for a dump load in Hutch's dump trailer. I'm hoping, anyway. Then there's all the lumber from this room. Well, not all of it, but most of it. No, I can't even say most of it. That's just a fraction of it. The biggest majority of it have been given to people just because there's so much. Like, we're maybe halfway at this point. Like, I mean, you got to think about it. On this side, there's still another 20 feet to go. And then this side, there's probably I don't know, another 60 feet. And let's go stand against this wall and point you back towards the block. And that's how far we've made it so far. Like, it seems like a lot of room right now, but I'm not even 100% sure that we're halfway yet. Like, there's so much. Oh, and I hung some more lights, and I switched them. I don't know if I showed you guys this or not, but they're all on a switch now. So I can turn the lights on and off on this side by that door, like I said I was gonna do. And then that light switch by that door runs these lights on this side, which is exactly what I wanted. So no matter which door I come through, it doesn't matter, I can still turn on the lights to half of the shop. So I'm gonna hang some lights up on that pole next. And obviously there's a massive pile of insulation. I don't know how I want to do it yet, but I think before I start gutting any more, I'm gonna go ahead and start hanging the ceiling like this side and working my way back to where I'm at. And then before I gut this, go ahead and put the ceiling up there as well. Just because I wish I'd have thought about that before I gutted all this, and would have hung the ceiling then, because I wouldn't have needed a ladder. I could have just hung it up and been done. But you live and you learn. At least we can do the back half before it's gutted, get the ceiling up. But yeah, it's definitely coming along. So this will conclude the update for this series of videos. Hopefully I've got enough time to get that stuff out of here, get this stuff cleaned up before this weekend, because this weekend's my birthday weekend, so I don't plan on doing much of anything up here. Just gonna hang out. Hopefully get a hold of my buddy to come pick this stuff up, because literally all we got to do is just load it up. It's ready to go. That's maybe half of the metal ducting. Everything up there is still metal, needs to come out, but I want to work on getting what I've got squared away before I start gutting anymore. I need to finish cleaning everything up before I go messing with anything. And then probably after next weekend, I'm going to go ahead and completely gut this hallway. But if you can see that little junction box right there and this series of wires, that runs all the power to that room. So before I gut the hallway, I need to make sure I've got that room cleaned out and ready to be gutted. Just because that is my power source for this room right here. So got to make sure that we don't end up gutting that too soon. Oh, and another quick update. This is the last one, I promise. I got some lights outside finally, right there. So now it's not just dark all the time outside. Actually got some light to see. But yeah, this is it. Like I say, in the next series of videos, it's mostly just going to be cleaning up and organizing and getting like this pile of stuff somewhere other than just stacked up in the way. Like I want this area that I've already got open completely cleaned up and organized exactly the way I want it before I go any farther. Like I feel like if I get too far ahead of myself, I'm just going to end up with a bunch of incompleted jobs, and then I'll just feel overwhelmed and really not know where to go anymore, just be stuck.